Hello, I'm Lisa, and welcome to the first in a series of short presentations by members and friends of Mattituck American Legion Post 861. Come on in.
Hi, my name is John Ribeiro. I'm past commander of Post 861 of the American Legion. I'm a veteran of the United States Army, and today we're here to discuss transitional rifles in the development of the U.S. military. And we're going to begin with this looking odd duck. This is a Craig Jorgensen. It was actually designed by two Danes, and it was built at the Springfield Armory under license by the United States. Between 1892 and 1904, the United States Army acquired, one way or another, 500,000 of these rifles. The Craig Jorgensen is important particularly for one reason. It was the first rifle the United States Army used that was not a black powder weapon, either loose black powder or black powder cartridge. It used smokeless powder. The Craig Jorgensen was a 30 Army, or actually 30-40 caliber, and it is unique in several features. It has a box magazine, but it's mounted on the side of the gun, not the bottom. The rounds would be put in here, and somewhat like a rotary magazine in a Ruger 22 would then cycle up into the action. And after it was loaded, it would be closed. Now, one of the unique features of this weapon is this. This is a magazine interrupt, and if this was in position, the magazine couldn't open, which would require the shooter to put one round at a time into the weapon once the action was open. It wasn't really popular with the troops, but it was popular with the Ordnance Bureau, who were a bunch of penny-pinching weasels. The safety is back here on the bolt, and when this thing is down, the magazine works again. Now, the Craig Jorgensen was our principal rifle in the Spanish-American War and the Philippine insurrection. It was also used in the 1890s to chase down some recalcitrant Apaches, and it was used in World War I for second-line troops. It had a fairly short shelf life with the United States Army. It only in service about 10 years. And the reason for that was the Battle of San Juan Hill in the Spanish-American War. Our troops were armed with this weapon. The Spaniards were armed with Mausers, 7x57 millimeter Mausers. And there were at least two instances where perhaps several hundred Spaniards held off thousands of Americans, inflicting major casualties. And it was determined that Jorgensen was too slow to reload and had insufficient power, which led to the next rifle. This is a rifle popularly known as a Springfield Art 3. It was designed by the United States Army and military, and it came into service in 1903. It is caliber 30-06. It's a much more powerful round. This weapon is loaded with a stripper clip, which is a piece of metal that has indentations, and it loads rounds from the base with the bullet pointing forward. You would put the stripper clip with the bullets. There's a slot in the back of the receiver for the stripper clip to fit in. You then push the rounds down, the stripper clip falls out. You shut the bolt, and you have 5 rounds of ammunition ready to go. So therefore, it loads much quicker than the Craig Jorgensen. It's also calibrated for distance. Now, in World War I, this was our battle rifle, along with the British Enfield, which looks a lot like it, because we didn't have enough rifles to equip all of our troops. Over 3 million of these rifles were made during its service life, although production of them stopped with the coming of the M1 Garand. They still saw service in World War II, initially because there weren't enough M1 Garands to fit out all the troops, so the Marines initially used these and the Johnson rifle. And they also saw service for the rest of the war, and even into a degree Korea, as sniper rifles. It's been sporterized as a hunting rifle, a lot of the surplus ones, and it's still used today for color guards, ROTC cadets, etc. Along with the Mauser 98K used by the Germans in World War II and the British Lee Enfield, which was used then and subsequently, the Springfield Art 3 was probably the ultimate evolution of the bolt-action rifle for combat. The next logical progression appeared with the M1 Garand, which was the world's first semi-automatic battle rifle, clip-fed and gas-operated, and also followed by the M1 carbine, the same. And ever since the M1 Garand, all of the military's principal infantry battle weapons have been semi-automatic and gas-operated. These are blank cartridges. The one in my right hand is a 30-40 Craig. The one in my left hand is a 30-06 Springfield. Notice the difference in the size of the cases, the length, and the thickness. Showing this cartridge, the 30-06, has much more powder in it than the 30-40 Craig. Thank you for sharing your time with us. We hope you found it interesting, and we hope to see you soon.
Thank you for watching. Take care.